Hi guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be all about how you can travel as light as possible, so travelling with one bag, because as we all know that makes travelling so much easier. So if you want to know more about that, stay tuned, because that's coming up next. But first, roll the titles. So, travelling light, travelling with carry-on, there is so many reasons why you'd want to do this. The first being, it's so much cheaper, because with carry-on, usually airlines don't charge for it, whereas if you put in something in the hold, they'll easily charge £30. If you book on the day, it's probably going to go up to about £60. So booking in advance, even though it saves you money, it's still not as cheap as just taking carry-on. The second reason is just making check-in at the airport so much quicker, because if you have luggage that you want to put in the hold, you're going to be queuing even longer because you have to go and join another queue to put it all through the conveyor belt systems and everything. So it's just a longer faff really, and you don't want that. And the third reason is practicality. I mean, you only have to carry one bag with you. If you carry in a carry-on bag and then an extra hold bag around with you, you have to take that on subways, other forms of public transport, buses, lugging around hotels through busy crowded streets. It just becomes a nightmare. And so it just makes travelling so much easier if you just have carry-on. So the first thing you want to be aware of when you have got carry-on is getting the dimensions of the bag right. So you want to go on to the airline that you're flying with. You want to check their dimensions because they will differ per airline. So for example, Ryanair's at the moment is 55 by 40 by 20 centimetres, whereas British Airways is I think 56, 46, 25, something like that. So that's the first thing you want, because if it's too big, you will be able to put it in the hold and you have to charge probably about £60 because you've had to do it there and then. So this is the bag that I use. It fits on all major airlines. I've never had a problem with it. As you can see, it's a fairly decent size. You can get most things in there. There's no need really to go bigger than this, I would say. It's got the handle as well, so you can drag it along with the wheels if you want to make carrying it around nice and easy. So that's the one I use. So I can't tell you where I got it from because I got it about 10 years ago now. So then you want to nail down what you're going to take in your carry-on. Whether you're going for a week or 2 weeks or a month, you only want to really take the bare essentials. You don't want to sort of take something that you think, oh, I might use that, so I better take that, because then it starts adding up and then probably it'll overflow and then you'll end up going back into getting hold luggage and it's just a big faff. So you only want to take the essentials. So essentials do vary per person, but I'd say the basic essentials would be stuff like a passport. If you're in Britain, then an EHIT card, which is the European Health Insurance Card, I think that's what it stands for. You want to take obviously any sort of documentation or papers that you've got. You want to take your driving license or another form of ID. And finally, you also want to take bank cards and cash as well. So those, I'd say, are the bare minimum essentials just to be able to get around and go places when you're abroad. If you can, I mean, things like plane tickets, things like that, you can get on your phone now. So, if you feel safe just digitizing your entire holiday like that, then you can save weight on paper as well. So that's another advantage, another thing that you won't have to pack. Next, clothing. Now, clothing essentials, yet again, vary per person, also varies where you go. And if you go into a hot country, obviously the clothes won't be as thick, so they won't take up as much space. Whereas if you go into a cold country, then you have to take thicker clothes. But if you are taking thicker clothes, what I advise is to wear your thicker clothes on the plane, because then you don't have to put them in the carry-on. So that can save up a lot of space as well. But what I would suggest is a jumper or a top. If you're going somewhere hot, then you might not want to take those, but jumper or top, definitely if you're going somewhere cold. You also want to take t-shirts. I take one t-shirt for every day I'm staying there. Then the same for underwear. You want to take one pair of underwear for every day staying there, and socks as well. Trousers, I usually take 1 or 2 pairs of trousers, usually 2 if I'm going for a week. Doesn't take up too much space. Yet again, I usually take up simple pair of jeans, very lightweight. Also, if you think you're going to go swimming, you'll want to take a swimming costume. So for girls, that might be a bikini. For guys, swimming trunks, a towel as well. You can quite often get these quite thin travel design towels that are not made of heavy material. If you're going somewhere hot, yet again, you want a hat. You might want to take also a pair of flip-flops. The tip I will give if you're going for over a week is to consider only packing for a week. If you're going for 2 weeks, say, consider only packing for a week and then go to a laundrette. Because I know you don't want to sort of be doing houseworky type things like visiting a laundrette on holiday. That's sort of what holiday is about, getting away from that. But if you go to a laundrette, you can spend an hour or 2 there just once. You don't even have to be in there. You can just put it in the machine and then go around and walk around the local area, perhaps do a bit of shopping, something like that. And that will also help you cut down on your luggage as well. Plus also, the cost of a laundrette is never going to come anywhere close to the cost of putting extra luggage in the hold on an airline. Next thing you want to consider is your accessories. So perhaps If you want to take lots of good pictures, you might want a camera like a mirrorless or DSLR, something like that. Of course, in this modern world, you want to take things like charging cables, plugs. You want to take an adapter plug as well. What I use as well is one of these. It's a simple cable management bag. So I haven't got many cables in there at the moment, but you can just put your cables in there. It just takes up less room in your bag, and it's nice and easy as well to find, and then you're not faffing about getting everything out of your bag. Finally, toiletries. So toiletries obviously are essential for personal hygiene. So I'd say that you'd want to take a toothbrush, make it the smallest toothbrush you can find. Of course, then as well, you want your toothpaste. Here again, little tiny pack like that. Fine, that'll easily do you for a week, maybe even 2. Also want things like deodorants, shower gels, if you're going somewhere hot, sun cream, and also then any extra medical supplies as well that you need, say an inhaler, or if you take a certain type of medication as well, take those with you. Another top tip is that if you're staying in a hotel, you might want to ring the hotel up or look on the website, because as you know, hotels often have little bottles of shower gels and deodorants and things like that in them. And if they have that, then you won't actually need to take your own, which again saves a ton of space. So you can pack those. If you've got still space in your suitcase, then you can perhaps take a few extras that you might want. What I will say as well though is, remember with liquids on airplanes, you're limited to 100 millilitres per bottle. So don't take anything over that. If you want to take more than 100 millilitres or something, then you're going to need a few of them. Another top tip is, if you're doing that, make sure they're easily accessible. What I do is I get one of these Ziploc bags, I put them all in there, put them in my suitcase, and then when I get to the airport, I can just open the suitcase, they're there on top, take those out, put them through the scanner. It just makes life so much easier, makes checking quicker. So once you've actually got everything you want to pack, you've got the right luggage, what you want to then do is pack. Now packing can be a bit of a trick here. If you pack correctly, you can save a hell of a lot of space. What I do is I make sure that it's all nice and simply laid out, like so. Then I'll roll it. So roll it like that, and you can put it in there like so. Do the same with a t-shirt. Make sure both arms are in. Roll it yet again. Now this also stops it from creasing too much as well on the flight, and you can easily put a lot of stuff in then in your suitcase, and that is a very compact way of packing it. Also everything is then easily accessible, because you can just pull it out like that, because you can easily see it on top. So pack like that. If you've got all your cables and everything like that, that can also easily be packed as well, because those don't take up much space. You can put those in there, or you can put them in the pocket of that, like that. Nice and easy. So that's a very easy way to pack, and I find it so much easier to pack like that than to do the traditional folding method. So that's just the way I pack, and I just find it saves so much space. So guys, that's all from me today. I hope that helps you, especially with the holiday season coming up now. I hope you haven't booked any hold luggage. I'm sure you could probably get your money back if you have, and you're now planning on taking just carry on. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, because I then know that you have liked it, and that this is the sort of thing that you guys want to see from me, so I can make more videos along these sort of lines and giving these sort of tips. Also, if you enjoyed this video and you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing, because I put out new videos like this every single week, usually on a Sunday, so I hope that you consider subscribing. Also, don't forget to have a look at my website, travelswiththomosaurus.com, because you'll see lots of other blog posts and tips and tricks and reviews. It's just something in addition to this channel. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.